this. Thank you so much. So today we shall be learning how to create a home page, or we render an HTML page in Django in our to-do list. So basically we shall create something like a hello world kind of. So thank you so much for choosing this channel. Once again, my name is Ronnie Ataiwe, aka Afroboytex, and I'm glad that you actually chose this particular channel for this particular type of content. Please subscribe and hit that like button as we continue. So in the last video we left off when we had created a URLs file, and the project structure actually should be looking like this. That means you have the to do, which are the project settings, then you have the to do app, which we created in the last video. If you clicked here, you could see that we added a URLs file, which is just open from the last video. So in this file we want to add your URLs. Just like I said, these ones will be pointing directly to the project folder. So we're going to add from Django. Let's add this code in here from Django URLs. We're going to import path. This will help us in routing. Then what you want to create now is a variable. Let's call it URL patterns. This is by conversion, so it's going to be actually a list. It's going to be a list that takes in path. It's to be taken in path. For now, let's first leave this here. So we go to our project root. That means you come, and here there's a URLs file. Then after coming here, we can actually remove this. We don't need this. From here, what you're going to do is very simple. You see, we already registered. It's already registered a domain by default. So what you're going to add there is that path of our to do app URLs. So that is very simple. You just say path. Then our URLs. That means before we do this, actually we need to have imported this. Let's say from our to do app we want to import views. So we're going to say from to do app import views. These are the views. As I explained something back, they help us see the user interface, what exactly the user should be seeing. Then we're also going to import something called include. Include will help us include all the URLs from our URL structure to do app here. So include actually I think it is found under URLs. So here you can just say, you can just add the include. Then we come to our path that we created. So we're going to leave this we can leave this empty. Then we say just include, we shall include all the to do app URLs. So you can just say to do app dot URLs. So this what it does is basically includes everything from URLs, so it also are registered in the project structure. So then what we need to do now, maybe we shall add the views later. For now, let's go back to our URLs file. This URLs file, the to do app URLs files. Then in here we are going to now import our views. Let's say from this imports from that directory. From that import, we shall import our views. That means we're going to define views in a short while. Then from that we shall import views. Then let's change this path. Let's add there something. It's going to be a home, so we shall leave this empty. Then we shall call our views, let's call them home. You can call them anything. Let's call them home views.home. That means we're going to define views in a minute. So views home, let's give a name to our views home. This is the name that will actually be imported. So that's it for now in the URLs file. So we are going now to create templates. we're going to create a template calling this home. So under the project structure here, you can the to-do app, under the to-do app you can just create a new folder. You can call it templates. Then under templates, by conversion, it's recommended that you let's first create templates. Then under templates, you can create a new folder. We call it to-do app. This is by conversion. Then under to-do app, do you see what is happening here? So under templates, you have to-do app. Then that's where we can be able to put our HTML page, because by default it renders from to-do app. So that means this is by conversion, and that's how actually Django renders templates. So we can now come under the to-do app. Now we can create a new file. The new file you're going to create, we shall call it home.html. So if you create this file, for now let's just put there an h2. Let's just put there an h2 tag. We're going to say hello world, to do list loading soon. So that's it for the templates. Then what we need to do now, we need to render there to define the view in our views file. You come here and we create our views. So we're going to create our views. We can create a function called home, then which will take in a request, yes, it will take in a request. Then we're going to render it. So rendering this is just say actually you can just say you can just return it directly. You can return it, return render. Then we shall return that request that has been passed through. Then we shall call that request where it's coming from. Remember, we created that file. It's coming from to-do app, from home.html. Then it will here we're just going to put that this that it returns everything. Yeah, that's it for now. So if everything is good, we should be good to go. Just make sure that everything is legit. Check our URLs file. It has a views.home, which picks views, the home that the view you just created. The URLs file, this is a to-do app URLs. What it does, it imports our views, the views that you just created here. This is the view that you've just created. Then the URLs file, the URLs file is a project root to a file. It actually includes all those URLs that are coming from the to-do app, and then the to-do app picks up whatever views that are corresponding to that particular project or application. Yes, if everything is running well and good, we can now actually run a to-do list. Just find be sure that actually our menu.py is here. Then we can now say Django. You can actually say py manage.py. Then you can say start server, run server. So if everything is fine, you should be seeing a hello world as an output. So it's running on our port. So copy this. Come to your browser. Oh, oops. Let's just say localhost. It's the same thing. Yes, just give it a while. Something ain't right here. Is it running? Oh, it's running on port on 0, so it's not running actually on the real local host. So I can just copy this and paste it in here. It's running on .1. Yeah, that's it. We actually have our page coming through. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Please endeavor to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for coming through, and once again, have a good one.